We have to approach him in faith and in trust and know that he is going to provide us with what we need, which can be physical, but also spiritual. Pray like Daniel, like I said before, when he prayed for that restoration and forgiveness, when we're saying, Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven, being not about us, but about restoring the whole earth and for everyone. And a lot of people say that part of the prayer, but they don't know what that really means. And the answer may not be what they're expecting, but God knows what's best for us.
What's interesting here is that God will always give us good things. But it does say here in verse 11, good things to them that ask him. So we do need to ask in order to get these good things. And I've noticed it's actually quite interesting. I have a biblical Hebrew mini course online, and people follow that. And one of the things that I asked them is, what do you think of this course? It's just a very short 20-minute course, actually. And they say, wow, this is quite good. Well, actually, most of them don't say quite good. They say this is very good. And they say that they're committed to following some of the steps that are brought up in this course with regard to their Bible study and using biblical Hebrew. And yet, very few do follow up. What I'm saying here is seek and ask. And so they've asked, they followed this course, but they're not continuing to seek, and they sort of peter out. Very few people who take the course end up moving on and moving forward. And it's unfortunate to see that. But this is what Katrina's talking about. We have to persist. We have to continue. It's an ongoing process, becoming.
Yes. I actually took Sam's course before he started doing this Bible study. And I know another person that took that course too. And he was saying how it was great and great information and wow by the information. But the one thing he said that he didn't continue with it was because of time. So for me, I put the time in my schedule because I wanted the information. He's still trying to figure out where to fit it in with time. So it's where we put our time at. And when we put our time in good things for God looks at and honors that, giving up time for him, making time in our day for him. So that's important too when you're doing that seeking and finding, putting time in.
That's right.
In Matthew 7 and 12, we're going to be talking about the golden rule.
And here it is in verse 12. Therefore, all things whatsoever you would that men should do to you, do you even so to them. For this is the law and the prophets.
Now, when we are faced with issues and conflicts, it's always best to start with empathy, treating others as we want to be treated with kindness, patience, and love. Those are the last 6 commandments. That's what it means by the law of the prophets. This is showing us how to treat others, which is important. A good example would be Jesus washed his disciples' feet, and he also washed Judas' feet.
Yes, this golden rule sums up the law and the prophets. The canon of the Old Testament is considered to contain 3 parts: the writings, the law, and the prophets. So you've got 2/3 of the Old Testament, so to speak, here that is summed up by this golden rule. And of course, in the New Testament, and with regard to the Sermon on the Mount, as we're seeing here, it goes further than doing to others what they do to you. Unlock Scripture's core meaning with Biblical Hebrew made simple. No reading, no memorizing. Get your free mini course now. theexplanation.com/naked. Unlock Scripture's core meaning with Biblical Hebrew made simple. No reading, no memorizing. Get your free mini course now. theexplanation.com/naked.